Big Low, first of all, I'd like to thank you for deciding to sit down at this red and black table talk and just get some things off of your chest and off of your heart. You seem sad. You seem broken. You seem let down, led astray, torn asunder. But don't let me put words in your mouth. I'd like to think that you can just vent right now. So tell me, Big Low, why are you here?
I thought it would get better.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get no work done today.
And why was that?
It's like Future. It's like Future said, we don't trust you.
Who don't we trust, Big Low? Tell me.
Even my dog don't trust him.
Jokes aside,
Even my dog don't trust him. It's all right, Shot Khan. I just don't know and the crazy thing is nobody could trust him because he even fired the wide receiver coach. Wide receiver coach ain't do nothing to nobody.
does it make you question Raheem Morris? Like, do you feel like you've lost the ability to just rely on him as a head coach?
I don't know. I don't know what to feel. I know I'm supposed to be expressing my feelings to you. I guess the best thing to do is to talk to the coaching staff. What in the world, boy? What's going on with this, your boy, Big Low Country? For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy. I apologize. I'm just an old hurt country boy. Former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. Coach Roney's in here tonight.
Hey y'all. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay.
Hello.
Coach Roney's in here tonight. And look at here. Everybody's still in their feelings. So what we're doing tonight, we're going to open it up, right? We're going to open it up and we're going to bring, we're going to bring some of the coaching staff on in a little bit. But first, Coach Ronnie, can you help me sort out my feelings?
Well, let's talk about what precipitated you starting this whole red and black table talk. Yesterday we were feeling really crazy about that 0-30 stomping the Panthers put on us. And of course, our title was like, well, who needs to get fired? Who needs to get let go? Because somebody should be let go. This has just been a terrible performance. We've been complaining about them saying they couldn't get the calls in on time, the lack of development for Michael Penix. And then today we hear, first of all, you hear the crazy stat that no wide receivers or tight ends have caught any touchdown passes this season for our team. Then you hear, oh, yeah, now we're going to bring Zach Robinson down on the sidelines. He's going to be on the sidelines
from
here on out.
Really?
Then you hear today that they're also trying out other kickers, and that was thanks to Carrie. She gave us a call and told us that.
Shouts out to Carrie.
And then you hear that they fired the wide receiver coach. The only head that rolled was the wide receivers coach. And with all that news coming at you all at once, you kind of go, you're trying to make sense of it. And like, have you been able to make sense of it yet?
Coach Ronnie, that's why I said, no, I haven't. And that's why I said, I think we all need to just sit down and talk. We all need to put our feelings out there. Yesterday, it was, our feelings were all over the place. It's like we were dealing with the stages of grief. We had the rage, the anger, the disbelief. I hadn't got to acceptance yet. I guess I have. I don't.
Bargaining.
Bargaining, yes,
Yeah.
bargaining, And now I'm just at the level where it's like, I'm not really caring. You see, I'm wearing my hat like T.I.
I think that's how Will Smith has it in the thumbnail too.
Oh, Will Smith, Will Smith had his own like, yeah. So yeah, he showed up there, exactly. So look, we I just don't know. I mean, so all of those things, and coaching staff, everybody that's watching, if you heard, thank you so much, Coach Roney, for breaking it down for us. So yes, now Zach Robinson is going to be on the sideline opposed to being in the booth. Also, we got our first Superman chat of the night. Padre says, you heard Shaka. He says, hey, ho, ho. The doors of the church have been removed. Won't you come? Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. So, look, we're all gonna sit down and chop it up. Shouts out to everybody that's came on, chopping it up with us. Eastside says scapegoat, bro. Look, Montre says Mike McDaniel, start shopping for a condo in the A. Derek Hughes says what in the world, Bo? Yes. So Cindy, mad scientist in here. Shouts out to everybody that's chopping it up with us. But all right, so let's try to compartmentalize what's going on, right? So offense has been bad. Michael Penix just had one touchdown pass, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it a pass?
I think he had one touchdown pass, the one where Bijan Robinson did all the work.
He made it happen.
And then the other one,
that was a pass?
he ran it in.
Yeah.
So he had one touchdown pass. The rest of the while, nothing. Right?
Yeah.
The rest of the while, nothing.
Not even getting close, really.
Not even getting close. So, with that being said, they're saying that Zach Robinson is going to move from up top down to the bottom.
You feel like it feels like you're all over the place a little bit.
I am. That's why we got to talk it out. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, let's
start
y'all. One piece at a time. What do you think about the firing of Ike Hilliard as a response to the game yesterday? The wide receivers coach getting fired. What do you think about that as a response to the 0-0 burger against the Panthers?
So, does Ike Hilliard call plays?
I believe he was the wide receivers coach.
He's the wide. So he's not offense coordinator.
So he is not. No, he's not.
Okay. Is he responsible for making sure plays come in a timely manner?
I believe as the wide receivers coach, he is not responsible for that.
Okay.
That would be Zach Robinson.
Okay. Is he responsible for like how many times Tyler Algier gets the ball?
I believe as the wide receivers coach, he is not responsible for how many times a running back gets the ball. No,
okay, not for a run. Not for a run. Okay. Okay, got you. Is he responsible for like if players play during the preseason? Is that?
I believe as someone that just focuses on the wide receivers, he does not make personnel decisions for other players or even the wide receivers.
Even the wide receivers.
Right. I think he just coaches them up, so to speak, at their specific role.
Okay.
Based on how the offensive coordinator, the head coach, those kind of people want to use them.
Okay. So one out of two things is the result of the wide receivers coach getting fired for us not scoring any points yesterday. Either one, Ike Hilliard pushed back on Raheem Morris and the offensive coordinator.
Push back in what way?
So you have to think about it. As a positions coach, the way that you get your notoriety is based off of the stats of your positional players.
Okay.
So we're almost at a quarter of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Drake London, no touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Darnell Mooney, no touchdowns. Casey Hayward isn't developing. the rest of these guys, Ike Hilliard is probably putting pressure. He's probably hearing it from his guys, his wide receivers, and he's probably putting pressure on the offensive coordinator and on Raheem Morris. And it sounds like it's a situation where coach didn't want the pushback. That could be an option.
Mm-hmm.
The other option could be somebody got to go.
Right. Just we need to put a name
Somebody
on
got
the
to
paper and give it to the media.
Somebody got to go. You know, it's kind of like it needs that time when she pushed a little boy in the ball pit.
Okay. Y'all.
No.
My niece, they're at, so I think it was Monkey Joe's, right? Monkey
yeah.
Joe's that has a whole bunch of ball pits and inflatables and stuff you can jump off of. And my niece was up with this little boy who was too scared to jump off the top of the inflatable. Unfortunately,
she was too scared too.
She was also too scared. But like it's very difficult to get down unless you jump. So the little boy is sitting there crying, and when my niece didn't think anybody was looking, she pushed him so she could watch him go down and see if she was still scared.
And then she ran and got help because the little boy cried.
Because the little boy was scared she did not jump herself.
Raheem Morris.
So that's Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris.
He pushes somebody else.
He pushed somebody.
Like, you go, you take it. I don't want it.
Hey, y'all, come get him. Raheem Morris. We also got a couple Superman chats. IQ's in here says, Panthers fan here, not going to lie. I'm enjoying this, but nah, shout out to y'all. Y'all went to the game. Glad you did. We sure you are enjoying it. Shouts out to you, IQ. We definitely appreciate it. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Also, the eye test says, the Birdland girl not serving assistance, barbecue, fried, baked, a subsidiary of the Scapegoat Court. Our motto is, I didn't do it. He did. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. God, John, I don't know what we're going to do with you. IQ says, ice up, son, in the words of Steve Smith. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. We could use Steve Smith as a quarterback coach. I mean, wide receivers coach now. Eternal says, justice for Young Way Coop. Shout out to the Bird Lady. Hashtag BY9. Shout out to Bird. What in the world, bro? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. You try to lose your money.
You talking about the fake Bird?
Yeah, you talking about fake.
You got to say the fake Bird.
Yeah, you got to put fake in front of it now.
Maybe he meant the real one.
Yeah, okay.
He
Okay,
yeah. We're just so used to seeing the fake one.
Exactly. All right. So I'm thinking, so y'all let me know, am I wrong? Do y'all feel like it's a situation where Raheem Morris made the wide receivers coach a scapegoat? If you feel like that is the case, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it may be what I mentioned earlier, you know, I hear you may have pushed back or, you know, whatever, put a 2 in the chat. So Ike Hilliard played in the league for 10 plus years, wide receiver. And why would you turn around and make TJ Yates? Why would you turn around and make TJ Yates your wide receivers coach?
Look, they're putting a lot of faith in TJ Yates. Because he's also still, the quarterback's coach or something?
He's the pass game coordinator.
Passing game coordinator and the wide receivers coach now. And he was calling plays in the preseason.
And I ain't going to lie. It's like we told Carrie when we was talking to her on the phone, the passing game looked better in the preseason than it's been looking this season.
Well, I guess I'll let you read what people feel like about Ike Hilliard, and then we can.
Okay. So I said 1 if you feel like they're making your boy the scapegoat. 2 if you feel like it's any other reason. So IQ's in here, still not with us. The Panthers fan chopping it up with us tonight. We appreciate you. He says 1. He feels like they made him the scapegoat. Dr. Slick says 1. C Dubs in here. C Dubs says 1. Diamond Honey 81 says 1. He feels like they made him the scapegoat. Dirty Bird. CM Garrett says 1. Turtle said, nah, the wide receivers were trash. They did drop a lot of passes. I ain't gonna lie. Johnny, Jora,
Yeah, they did.
they dropped a whole bunch. They dropped a whole bunch of passes. Did you see the play yesterday? That pass that Marvin Harrison dropped.
Oh yeah, I saw
You
that.
saw that?
Wide open. And
I got
beauty.
him. And I got him on my fantasy team.
Oh my god.
I was sick when I saw
Yeah,
that.
that was a disgusting drop right there.
Yeah, that was like, you supposed to be Marvin Harrison's son.
Yeah, people were calling him a bust just off that pass.
That's rough. That's rough. Justin Jameson, Jay Coop, they off. Now Jalen, he said he felt like it could be other reasons. Either it's the reason I mentioned or any other reason. Derek Hughes feels like they made him the scapegoat. Red Swarm's in here. Red Swarm said that he feel like they made him a scapegoat. Tony Wright says, I still say the team should bring up Nick Nash from the practice squad. They need to bring up somebody. Somebody on Twitter said, hey, they need to call Muhammad Sanu in here to have Muhammad Sanu.
Unretired.
No, coach the wide receiver.
Oh, for wide receiver.
Yeah, coach the wide receiver. Oh. Now, I've seen him coach. Now, he coaches good drills. I ain't seen him coach, for a whole offseason or during games, but he coaches good drills. Huh. So it might be something to consider. Ziv is in here. He put 11-1. So I'm sorry, Coach Ron. What were you getting ready to say earlier? No. You told me to see what everybody thinks.
Well, because we're trying to go part by part, right? So we're talking about Ike Hilliard getting fired. It seems like everybody's pretty much agreeing that he was a scapegoat for this administration for the Raheem Morris organization.
Okay.
We'll say that.
Okay.
Coaching staff.
So
then the next part goes, okay, so he's not firing his offensive coordinator. He's bringing him down from the booth to the sidelines. I know last night, everybody who was in here last night, a lot of us were saying, well, why isn't he on the sidelines then? If there's such a problem, why is he on the sidelines? Some people were saying, why isn't he on the sidelines so he can coach up his rookie quarterback? There was a lot of bring him down. If these headphones are such a problem. Now they're saying, yes, he's definitely going to be on the sidelines. Do you feel like that resolves the problem?
Zach Robinson could be lined up at tailback, standing behind Michael Penix. If he continues to call those trash plays, it ain't going to make no difference.
Ugh.
It ain't going to make
Let's talk about
difference.
That aggression. Why do you call his plays trash?
This is the red table. This is the red and black table.
And I'm asking you to explain your feelings. Why do you call the plays trash?
Well, the aggression comes from anger.
I understand that. What upsets you about the plays?
This pistol, look, first of all, this boy keep more pistols on him than Yosemite Sam. Just pistol formation. Over and over, in the words of Nelly and Tim McGraw, over and over again. And it hurts so bad. I get tired of seeing this pistol. The running game, the running plays you got Saquon Barkley told you, hey, he's the next one. Saquon Barkley told you, hey, he's the next one. And you keep giving us these same old, you know when it's going to be a run and you know where it's going.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
I'm hearing that word thrown around a lot. Obvious.
It's obvious.
And maybe that has a lot to do with why they can't score.
Because
it's obvious what they're getting ready to do to try to score. I don't know.
Defense got to answer to the test.
But he's going to be on the sidelines now. So everybody should feel better about that.
Look, I don't know. Did you say that? You said you referenced green eggs and ham last night.
Yeah.
And you could call plays. You could call bad plays on a boat. You could call bad plays in a plane. You could call bad plays in a house. You could call bad plays on a train. At the end of the day, if the plays is bad, we all gonna be sad at the red and black table talk. That's my Dr. Seuss impersonation. I'm sorry. We also got a couple more Superman chats. Iron Mike came and says crimes of passion. Going back to the crimes of passion.
Crimes of passion.
You remember everybody talking about it's a crime of passion with Young Way Cool. He had the emotional equity.
Because the emotional connection or whatever he said.
He said it wasn't a relationship, it was a situationship.
Oh.
He said you can start a true crime series about all the Morris coaching staff members that have been thrown under the bus.
Oh
Man,
my gosh.
them boys thrown under the bus like George O'Malley.
That is so true.
Daggone. Shouts out to old George. For all my Grey's Anatomy watchers. Also, said ATL says Raheem did the 5 whys and was like, why was I? Daggone. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. I give Iron Mike his crimes for a Superman chat for his crimes and passion. I don't know if I did, but that's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, Iron Mike. Also, IQ says Raheem Morris was smiling more than Anderson Pop on the sideline. God bless him. Yes, Lord. That's a Superman chat.
Yes, Lord.
Golly, boy. So we got a couple more votes coming in. Nando, he says 1. A Need felt like it was a 2. Just now Sean says, Big Low, somebody just had to go. Somebody had to go. Tyler Russell came in here, who's one of the most rational people we know.
Except when it comes to putting up scores. Ridiculous.
300 to 2. No, you're like 300 to 1. Like, I didn't just score 1, Tyler. So, as far as where he's calling the plays from, do you feel like it's going to make a difference?
Maybe it'll make a difference with the speed in which you call the plays. I'm not sure about the quality. I'm not sure what that does for the quality of the play calls.
Well, look, if we could get play calls in quicker, that would help so much more. All right. So one of the main reasons why everybody wants Michael Penix to be the starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, and the reason why everybody got so naked last year, is whenever we played the Washington Commandos, it was one of those cases where it was 4th and 1. We needed a touchdown to stay in the game. Michael Penix audibled out of a play and threw a zip line strike to Kyle Pitts. And everybody's like, that's the guy. Mm-hmm. Fast forward to this season, this offense has looked completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know if the language has changed or if it's a situation where their process has changed. But when it comes to the timing, if they could get play calls in sooner, where Michael Penix, because he's a really smart quarterback. He knows he reads progressions, he reads defenses very well. If he could get some time where he can actually look and see what's going on, can the first play audible into something else, we will be so much better.
So give Michael Penix more time to take a look around.
Get Michael Penix, because you think about it, he's stressed. Look, have you ever talked to somebody? Have you ever tried to talk to somebody on the phone and relay information to somebody else? I always get stressed when that happens.
Yeah.
Like somebody's talking to me while I'm talking on the phone and they're asking me questions while I'm trying to communicate with this person at the same time.
Yeah.
That is so frustrating. Imagine doing that, but you got to communicate all this information to 10 other guys. So you have the headset on and you're calling Z Striker, Y Yellow Banana, Curl Right, Check, Purple Boat Blue, X Striker. You're hearing all of that. The play's coming in late. The whole time you got to remember it. You also got to make sure that you communicate it to everybody else. You're yelling at him to call the play in to you because the time is running out. Like, hey, call the play in, It's coming in, guys. It's coming in. If not, we're just going to run what we just ran. Just imagine all of that going on at one time. Then whenever you get to the line of scrimmage, everybody breaks. You get to the line of scrimmage. Most likely in Zach Robinson's offense, you're going to have a motion. Somebody's going to motion somewhere. So if you got 5 seconds on the clock, it's a good chance that you're going to go down to the last second because the tight end's going to motion across the line and then motion back. By then, you got 1 second on the clock. Guess what that defensive line is over there doing? Mm-hmm. They're timing it up.
Yeah, they know you got to go.
They're timing it up. So they're not only timing it on the play clock, but they're also timing it off of that motion because they know whenever he comes back and he's set, because you have to set after you go in motion, you have to reset. Like, okay, now I'm going to rush. I'm going to jump it.
Yeah.
That's really tough to deal with, especially as a young quarterback.
I mean, so there's definitely some positives to moving him on the sidelines then, if that opens up, that gives him more time.
But the thing is that if the plays are bad,
right, do you still go back to the quality?
If the plays are bad, it don't even matter. This whole a word that I say I want to start using to make me sound smart, and I'm probably going to use it wrong, but the fact of the matter is that it's not even going to be poignant. I say that right. I use it right. I didn't do it right.
Poignant?
It's not going to be poignant.
Okay.
It's not going to be poignant.
You don't pronounce the G.
It's not going to be poignant.
Poignant.
Okay. It ain't going to matter. It ain't going to matter. If the plays is trash, I mean, cut and dry, simple play. It ain't going to matter. We also got a couple more Superman chats in here. Big John says, fire the wide receiver coach and add the wide receiver duties to the passing game coordinator. Was it the passing game the problem? Why does he still have a job?
You promote the passing game coordinator.
Look, the guy that's teaching them how to run the routes, fire him. But the guy that's putting the route concepts together, that's a Superman chant. Drake London, no touchdowns. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Dog Pound says, once he gets to the sidelines and is able to feel the energy of the team while play calling, hopefully he adjusts things. If not, then he could go at the bye. That's a Superman chat. They call the bye at the reason. It's the bye. It's the bye for a reason. Also, Craig says Penix needs a quarterback guru to teach him the fun dimensions. Wait a minute. The fundamentals and someone that knows how to call an offense. He doesn't need a coordinator that's also learning the job. Mike McDaniel would be great option, in my opinion. That's a Superman chat. What you look like you excited to see some ankles. Like why you?
No, I just like that comment from Greg where he was like, you need somebody teaching the fundamentals, not someone that's also learning the job. I mean, that seems pretty sensical. That seems like common sense. Like, hey, we're trying to train up a rookie that doesn't know how to do this. Let's make sure we have someone that's in control of how to manage their own position. Because if you're trying to figure out things for yourself, you're probably not going to be as helpful to a rookie quarterback. Hence, why you wouldn't be on the sideline with them, because you're like, well, I'm trying to learn my job. I need to be able to see the whole field. I need to be able to call what I got to call. Exactly. You're not worried about developing your rookie. You're worried about developing yourself. And that feels like very Raheem Morse. Worry about yourself, throw other people's under the bus when you need it.
Look, I'm not even knocking you on that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I was talking to Tip earlier today, and he made a good point. Whenever A1 Forever, he made a good point whenever he said, look, man, you think about it. You think about this coaching staff, Raheem bringing in 2 inexperienced guys. Why do you feel like he did that? I was like, because he wanted to bring his homeboys in. He was like that, and also think about it like this, though. He wanted somebody who wouldn't challenge him. He had Ryan Nielsen on the staff already.
And he was doing great.
Ryan Nielsen, he got us to 40-plus sacks for the first time in a very long time. And a lot of people said that Ryan Nielsen was going to be a head coach candidate if he continued to have a legit defense. But if you bring in guys who aren't experienced, then, it'll be one of those situations where you could kind of start developing your own coaching tree. And maybe that's why Raheem Morris is doing what he's doing. Maybe Raheem Morris is trying to build his own coaching tree and have guys come in and, start them from the bottom. And then, whenever they move on, they could make sure that they take care of him, because we know how, him and his boys do. Right. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm just saying. Look, job security.
Yeah.
That's this side between me and Coach Ronnie. We know how they roll. Also, and wait a minute. Before I also I seen a comment that really made me chuckle to myself. Iron Mike says Cardi B looks 6 months pregnant.
You did. I was like, wait, what? You did say it more like pregnant, and I don't know how you got it there, but yeah, it was definitely more like pregnant. Yeah, you used it well.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just work on that pronunciation.
Hey.
So it doesn't sound like pregnant. 6 months pregnant.
That's how your family say it.
What?
From Mississippi. Da da da. That's a Superman shit. Baby, you want me to look at pregnant?
Whatever.
You over here looking pregnant.
I see Clowns 1940. He said, coming out of the booth is a start. I'll take it one issue at a time. Coach Slow and Coach Rody. William Amy. Zach Robinson should be fired after this season. We love kicking field goals instead of touchdowns.
Look, the fact of the matter is, your field goal kicker shouldn't be this much of an issue. I'm sorry, of an issue. You shouldn't be having 5 field goals attempted in a game. Let's be honest. Like that's an issue. Right? I'm sorry, that's an issue. Jared J with Superman Chat says all this could have been avoided if they had focused on consistently running the ball, which opens up the passing game. They put too much on Penix on Sunday. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. It goes back to not having an identity. I feel like it's one of those cases where, J Ma, what in the world, bro? What's going on with you? I feel like it's one of them situations where Zach Robinson, how like some people feel like they're geniuses?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's like they'll do something that's like, hey, you know what you just did, that was really good. And then they say, well, wait till you get a load of what I do next time. And they just go in a completely opposite direction, right? Yeah. Because, they just overthink. They try to recreate the wheel. Nobody still hasn't remade the wheel, right? Because you're not going to remake a circle. No matter what Jesus says.
Turn a circle into a square.
J Ma, what in the world, Bo? Molly Miles in here says, I made Falcons fans
get out.
A mental health check appointment with me.
You need to do your own mental health check. 0-3. Do your own mental health.
What Molly Miles talking about? Goodness gracious.
We got our one and we're going to cling to it. So there's a lot of talk in the chats wondering how true that comm system error complaint actually is.
That what system?
The comms, saying that the comm systems aren't working properly. That's why the play calls are coming in late.
Okay.
There's a lot of chat about that. Dr. Snicklet says he finds it hard to believe that the comms are the real issue. And Trey Purdy brings up a point. He says, are the late play calls a part of the system? I remember that being a thing for Matt, Kyle, Goff, McVay, Rodgers, LaFleur. So do we feel like this is, you just mentioned people feeling like they're so smart. You're so smart and you know everything.
You're so smart.
So is this a part of like some sort of scheme or plan to get the calls in late.
Yes, because so basically, all right. So every offense has a language, and y'all know what my love language is. My love language is like buttons. That's my love language. If you could, make sure that you show some love to old country boy and hit that like button for me. If you hit that like button for me, I promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day. And we're also going to open it up for everybody to come to the Red and Black Table Talk to, so we could discuss these issues. But every offense has a language, right? And you're definitely right, Trey Purdy. It's one of those cases where maybe the language is just is too much to it. Maybe it needs to be condensed some kind of way. You're communicating everything from what every receiver is doing, the blocking scheme, to the motion function. You're communicating everything, which direction the bootleg is going to be. And at the end of the day, we just need to get a play in so we can play football and let our quarterback do what he needs to do. So I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. I did want to ask everybody though, do y'all feel like it's an issue with the communication? If you don't feel like there's an issue with the communication system and you think they capping, put a 3 in the chat or a 3. Or if it's a situation you think it's a legit issue, put a 4 in the chat. Also, J Mall says, no joke, Lo, says I'm done supporting until I see the playoff berth clinch. And this goes beyond this season. I'm all churched out and lost and confused. Daggone. That's rough, bro. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Look, and the crazy thing is there's a lot of folks like that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we got that one. Okay, I'm just making sure we got all the Superman chats. I test, he says, we won't fire Marshall Bill from Living Color to light a barbecue pit. Is that what you got? And Zach Robinson's promoted beyond this intelligence and getting people killed. Goodness gracious, Josh. What? And it's KILT. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Get people killed. Good grief. So let's see. Let's see if everybody let's see what everybody thinks. We got Miss B in here. What's going on, Miss B? Let's see what everybody's thinking. Do they think they're capping, or if it's a situation where if they're capping Jack Sparrow? That's why I call Jack whenever he be telling lies. I like, oh, here we go, capping Jack Sparrow. I was like, capping Jack Spade. Oh man, Jack be like, yeah, man, I parted that whole what? you just swore the club like 8 times, Jack. Oh man. So let's see. Definitely CW. I'll make sure y'all hit that like button. J Mall, Lim Nice, hit us with a 3. J Mall says 3. Now Stuart Rogers feel like there's legitimately issues with the communication system.
Okay.
Ski says they capping. Clowns, Benquavius, they feel like there's legitimate issues. Dreesy, what's going on, Dreesy? Miss B, they feel like they capping. Ibrahim says, I think Ra moved him down because Z-Rob about to have Ra out of a job. Look here, man. If they keep on, everybody gonna be on the outside looking in.
I mean, we saw that he's willing to put his coaching career on the line for his friends. So that's just the fate that he's signing up for. So we'll see.
Look, Raheem Morris is a guy. For him, it's about the relationships. Because if you think about it, you could do everything right on this job,
right,
and still lose your job,
right? Yeah.
Or have great relationships with everybody, and you'll always have a job
somewhere. Yeah.
I mean,
that sort of thought bothers me too, because you're already planning for your future beyond here.
Hello.
As opposed to just worrying about your future here.
Just like I ain't even. I ain't even just like your boys, just like your boy.
Yeah.
There he says, 3, it's a coaching program. They're not practicing these types of situations. When would have been the perfect time to practice these situations?
When would have been the perfect time?
The doggone preseason would have been the perfect time. Let's see. Dre Murphy, C Dub says 3 yeet. Line booger eating people. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Not booger eating.
Booger eating.
And Gil says, Ra the fraud Morris. Daggone. Now look, old Dre, he's also another voice of reason. He feels like it's communications. He feels like it's communication issues. Dr. Slick says, I ain't gonna lie, Penix was low-key throwing some medicine balls for some plays. He says he was desperate to get that thing out. Not a good sign. You're right. You're right. Look, I'll be the first to tell you, Mike Penix had a bad game. But once again, whenever your quarterback's having a bad game, you got to protect him. You can't just keep doing the same thing and hoping he's going to get out of it. Like, this isn't like basketball. You can't Phil Jackson them. Like, they're going, they're going on a cold streak. The other team scoring, they're going on a run. Phil Jackson, he'll just sit there. He won't call a timeout. And everybody like, man, he's such a genius. He's like, nah, he's like, look, I didn't coach these guys up. They'll get out of it. We're not going to call a timeout. You can't Phil Jackson a young quarterback. It's like, nah, we got to protect you. Let's go back to what we did in the Minnesota game. That's
JJ McCarthy, also a young quarterback, having issues. They let him stay the whole game. They let him play.
They let him play the whole game.
You have to play the whole thing out.
You got to play it out. So what do you think that does to Michael Penix's confidence?
I really don't like it. I don't like that move.
I don't like it either.
And it's one of many ways that Raheem Morris is not helping this young quarterback solidify his role. I don't like it at all.
It's rough. Craig says, when did Raheem find the guts to bench our franchise quarterback, but couldn't do it to Kurt last year before we lost the division?
That's what I said.
Oh boy, y'all! Everybody's expressing their feelings tonight. I love it. Da da da. That's a Superman check.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, so you do know how to bench quarterbacks when they're not playing well. You chose not to do it to Kurt when he was blowing a lead, but and I'm talking about several games.
By several games.
You choose not to bench him, but you'll bench Michael Penix in the game. When there's comms issues and all these other things going on, like, that's crazy.
Look, the fact of the matter is that if there's communication issues, if the wide receivers are bad enough, or if they're playing bad enough to fire the wide receivers coach,
right.
The last guy that I feel like would need to come out of the game is Michael Penix. Even if he missed, even if, in the words of Coach said earlier, medicine balls some throws. That's the last thing. Also, I don't know if I gave it to you, Craig, but that's that dun da da. That's a Superman chat. Coach Ronnie, who are our comment leaders so far tonight?
Oh, okay. So let's see.
Good, let us know.
Our comment leaders: D. Craig 418. Did you just read comments?
Yeah, just read it. Yeah.
Okay. Then we have John Harris at 2, Sosay 252, Iron Mike, Jamal D, Padre, Jared J9, Dog Pound Flavors, Eternal 252, and rounding out the top 10 is Derek Hughes 9099.
That's what I'm talking about. 9099 to the 2000. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta love it. Nando says Zach Robinson calling these Tecmo Bowl plays late. What in the world, Bo? Goodness great, not Tecmo Bowl. Y'all, boy, I used to love me some. I used to whoop up on folks Tecmo Bowl. Then when Super Tecmo Bowl came out, it got real. Blackberries in here. Came in here with the home team. Molly Mall says Michael Penix was scared like 10 Man in Wizard of Oz. Come on, Bo. Come on. 10 Man wasn't scared. It was a lion. See, you need to brush up on your Wizard of Oz.
You got time. Your team's not winning.
Yeah, y'all ain't
check out.
Y'all ain't finna be doing that.
Also, view the Wiz as well.
View the
plenty
Wiz.
Of time.
Slide some. Okay.
Exactly.
Tyler Russell says those Saints fans gonna be getting on down to Bayou. Tyler Russell says these quarterbacks are too fragile. He said, I don't care if they're benching them mid-game. If you're not performing, I'd pull you. Dang,
Tyler.
Dang, go.
God, he runs a tight, strict ship around there.
Man, goodness. Tyler said, I'd pull you. Look.
Tyler is becoming a professional axe thrower, y'all. So he's real cutthroat these days.
So don't make Tyler mad.
Don't make him angry.
Next time I see it, hey, Mr. Russell, how you doing? I want you to pull nothing out of it. He throwing ninja stars and everything. So I think I seen him throw a credit card one time. He's stuck in the wall. Home team of Blackberry says Michael was playing frustrated because he wasn't feeling the game plan again for the second straight week, and because of the late plays being sent in. That's why he was frustrated, and I definitely appreciate that, because we was talking with Padre a little bit earlier. Padre said that during the game, they said Michael Pence was just sitting over there by himself, and I don't know if y'all realize, but whenever a country boy or a Southern gentleman like just stands over to the side by itself, there's an issue. Like, you know how I am, Coach Ronan. Like, I get quiet. I stand over there to myself. Like, I have a problem.
Deep in thought.
Deep in thought. Don't fool. I'm trying to think if I'm finna move some furniture.
Right. And I'm mad. Am I frustrated? How am I gonna handle this?
How I'm finna handle it? Because do I feel like being a professional?
All right. Well, what about this other thing we still haven't talked about?
What was the other thing?
The fact that we're trying out kickers now.
Why are we trying out kickers?
Bringing in kickers. We're about to have a kicking competition.
Another one?
Was there ever one? Well, the
goalpost moves.
Yeah.
Right? Because they said there was one during training camp.
Did you see it?
I mean, Lenny Craig kicked one game.
And they were pretty clear, like, he's just going to be the backup. Was there ever an actual competition for the starting position?
There was never an actual competition.
Did you actually bring in other kickers who are teamless or kicking in the XFL or whatever and tried to see who was the best fit for the new season?
There was never a legit competition.
So when the best time to have a legit kicking competition is?
When is the best time to have?
In the middle of the season, right before game 4. I think that's the best time to have a kicking competition.
Oh, you being sarcastic. I got you. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the best time. Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, whenever Young Way Cool went 66%, you should have stopped and asked yourself, did I hit that like button? That's what you should have did.
That was smooth. You should have. Like a
smooth like a what?
Silka. You're miserable, Mazde. It's so fantastic. Smooth, just like a silka.
But nah, seriously though, like, you should have stopped to ask yourself, is this the best option that I have at kicker? And also, is it a financially responsible thing to do to keep him? Because Uncle Steve, he told me yesterday that if we would have cut Cool in the offseason, we wouldn't have had to pay him nothing. So
I guess that's where that emotional equity comes into play, because it gets you paid from our team where we could have used that money elsewhere.
Could have used it elsewhere. $4 million. But now it's like you're going to owe him $1.5 million this year and next year. Meanwhile, it's like there's kickers out there who aren't on teams who have statistically a better percentage than Young Way Cool. But it seems like you just want to do the easy thing, and that's not cool. Craig says, if we lose to Mariota this week, everybody got to go. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat.
We're going to lose to Mariota and Dan Quinn coming back.
That's tough. Shouts out to Yuri in the chat. You don't tell them where Yuri's at right now. Yuri wakes up and says, I want some Italian food. You know what he does?
What does he do?
He flies to Italy. He says Raheem and Koo were wrestling partners too.
Makes sense.
Coach Roddy.
Makes sense. I believe it. Spread it around.
You the one that did it. You the one that spread it. All right. As far as the whole kicking situation goes, like I stated earlier, the kicker wouldn't even be that much of an issue if you just scored touchdowns. If you could get into the end zone, the last game you wouldn't even have to kick 5 field goals.
Right, yeah.
This game, we didn't even smell the red zone. We don't know what red zone air smells like in Carolina. So at the end of the day, your biggest issue, the biggest problem that you need, it always goes back to that offense. You need to get your offense going into this season. And this is something I was thinking about today whenever I was trying to, put my feelings together. Going into the season, we were all worried about the defense, and if the defense could play well, guess what? A large number of the defensive starters played in the preseason.
Yeah. You'll keep beating that dead horse.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we know.
I'm just saying. A lot of them, especially the younger ones, played in the preseason.
Raheem said they need to play. He got it under control, and we're seeing that.
Look, my whole thing is I understand that playing 3 possessions a game in the preseason is not going to make you just a world beater whenever the regular season comes. I understand that. But the point that I just keep making is that if you go into the season with that mentality of saying, hey, I don't even need to use that resource. We don't even need to take this opportunity for a practice to get playing time that doesn't even matter. If you go in with that type of mentality, you're not going to be as good. Right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're taking your own foot off the gas. I'm just saying. Tyler Russell says, remember when starters played a full half in the Man, I do. Matt Ryan used to play every preseason game up until that 4th game. But things have changed. That was also during the time when Mike Smith used to have a lot of the starters playing on special teams. Roddy White be running down the field covering kicks. Ain't never get hurt covering the kick.
And that was a different time. You could really go after it, kicking off that ball.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The best way to prepare to play football is to play football.
Are you gonna let some people come and give their opinion?
Y'all feel like coming and joining the Red and Black Table Talk? If you do, let me go ahead and put the link in here. Gonna go ahead and see how y'all feeling on this fine Monday night. Let me put this link in here. We can chop it up a little bit because I know a lot of people having feelings.
Are you gonna give them a time limit, or are you just gonna let it go?
We're gonna kind of fill it out. And your situation where let you come in and express your grievances and everything like that. Let me plug on in here, Coach Ronnie.
Oh, you got a super chat right before.
Oh, you got a super.
Mm-hmm.
Clown says Raheem need to find a toddler and work out them emotional issues, and let's coach this team. Da 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 That's a Superman chat. Wait a minute. He said, find a toddler. He ain't talking about your reference yesterday. He talking about you, what you said.
What?
Bill Belichick. Hey, Coach Rody, you ain't even right. Golly.
Y'all, I don't remember half the stuff I be saying.
Coach Rody, boy. Coach Rody finna get, boy.
But accurate. Accurate clowns.
Man. So y'all give me 1 second here.
Emotional, Dr. Slicknut said, an emotional support toddler is crazy work.
Golly. I don't know what to say about y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and plug on up here, Coach. What? Because I'm worried. It might not echo. Y'all let me know if it echoes. Because
I can go put on my headphones.
Huh?
I can put my Bluetooth headphones up here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try it like this first, baby. Hold on. See, Dub, what in the world, Bo?
You know, look, I would like to say hello, coaching staff. I'm a Atlanta Falcon, unfortunately, fan. I am a victim of Falcon culture, and I know Arthur Blanks doesn't tell you people this, but I'm going to educate. This is what we call a classic letdown by the Falcons. They show up for a primetime game, makes us want to do a little jig, makes us all excited. Ooh, kicker kicks 5 field goals. We don't talk about the offense. Then we, our defense looks lit. Man, we going to beat Baby Bryce. We going to beat the little kitty cats. Man has 7 wins. 3 of those wins are against us.
That is part of that.
That's wrong.
It's unacceptable. Now, Baby Bryce is trying to be Steph Curry on the field. And then here we are. We got Coach Raw looking up at the stud, looking up at the floor. Oh, he sees the linebacker. He knows. Smile. Smile, baby. What's up, baby? How you going to the cookout? How you doing? Then he wants to Big Mug D Orlando Ledbetter. Really? Hold on. And now hear ye, he's coming down the aisle. Mr. Zach Robinson will do the proper wave, and he'll still read from his Lord of the Rings playbook. Michael's still going to do the following. I can't hear him. And we all know the play's going to Bajan anyway. Then the other receivers throw their hands up, talking to TJ, and TJ's doing the following. I don't know. Because that's what he did in Netflix. Every time Kurt talked to him. I don't know.
Look,
I don't know.
Right. You're right. All TJ did was provide emotional support. Like, look, you're Kirk Cousins, and you won't back down. Like that's all he did. That's all he did.
Kurt tried to open his soul to him, and TJ be like, "Well, you came from one system."
Hold on, C-Dub. What you say, Coach Ron?
I said I hear everything he's saying, and he could keep talking on and on and on about all the problems in this team. It's just so many.
It's a lot.
Hey, hold on. So we fire the guy responsible for what? Oh, the receivers coach. You know, the guy that tells his guys, all right, I need you to get open, and I need you to catch the ball. But meanwhile, we have a coach who is afraid of grass. He's going to try to conquer that fear this Sunday on my birthday, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to, and he's going to try to call the play. And he might start shaking all of a sudden. We don't know. We never see Zach Robinson on the field. So this will be something new for him. We might have to get him like little pushy shoes like you get in the hospital, where they make sure you don't mess up the floor. Just saying, we got to take care of the baby. So, and then you're going to have TJ Yates not knowing anybody's name. He's going to show up to work tomorrow and do the following. I'm doing what? I don't know.
Well, look, C-Dub, man, I appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with me, Bo.
Yeah, man.
I know where they can find you at.
Man, find me at C28. Me and Ron, we do a show with Ladarius. We did our Falcon review, and then we get off the show. Then we get the news of Ike getting fired. We're just like, they fired this man. The shows. But yeah, check me out there. We're doing that. We're doing the wrestling stuff on Wednesdays. And yeah, man, look, Coach, you and Roni crack me up so much. No matter wins or losses, I love listening because y'all get me to laugh throughout the night. So I do appreciate you guys anytime.
Look, we appreciate you, Bo. Y'all take it easy, man.
No problem, man. Hey, down. Peace.
We also got a Superman chat before we get Big John Higgins in here. IQ's in here. He says, man, I remember I went to ATL a couple years ago to watch the Panthers versus Falcons. I remember seeing Samuel Jackson come on the screen rise up. I turned to my old lady and I said, oh, we're going to lose this game. God bless you. Da, da, da.
That's $20.
That's
you gotta do a little jig.
We gotta give him that old dirty bird for that right there. Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, IQ. I hope y'all lost that game too, IQ.
Oh, he's a Panthers fan?
Yeah, he's a Panthers fan. Big John Higgins. What in the world, Bo?
Woo-wee. Man, I got so much to cover. I'm just like a mosquito on a fat man. I don't know where to start biting.
That's rough right there, John.
Where are you from, John?
Hey, man, look. Let me tell y'all something. I want to start off on this communication issue between Zach Robinson up in the booth and Michael Penix on the field. 2 weeks straight.
Well, they didn't say nothing about it last week.
Oh yeah, they did.
They did say something about it last week. Yeah. Oh, okay, they did. Oh, okay, my bad.
See, now, how you feel about that? 2 weeks straight.
I don't trust it, John.
Now, see.
I don't trust it.
Something wrong. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Cause see, you had electronic issues 2 weeks in a row. Now, somebody, look, I keep telling you, a lie don't care who tell it, and a fart don't care who smell it. Somebody lying. There's some lying going on because I cannot believe that a multi-million-dollar organization like the Falcons, the National Football League, will allow for issues of this sort to continue to go on for
Hold on, John. You gotta say issues.
It's you use.
There you go. All right.
Problems. And that word you were looking for was pertinent.
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 Okay, I got
Germaine pertinent. 2 weeks in a row now. 2 weeks in a row. And see, the thing wasn't no crowd noise up there in Carolina. You know that's an open stadium. Crowd noise goes out.
Yeah.
Minnesota. Well, that's not the same place where the Braves went to the World Series or that Metrodome up there. But they got a lot of noise going on up there. But no. You think I'm gonna fall for that?
God, me and Uncle Steve was there. It wasn't loud in there at all. We were there. It was not loud in Carolina. Uncle Steve, because Uncle Steve was in Minnesota, he was like, "Now Minnesota, I can see that."
Yeah,
because he said you could feel the noise.
You in a dome.
Yeah.
You in Minnesota. You're in a dome. Okay. I'm moving on from that because see, I'm gonna call the radio station tomorrow morning early,
oh Lord,
and we're gonna have us a discussion about this second item.
John, I ain't getting you out of jail.
Well, you ain't got to. They already know I'm coming.
Okay.
French toast is gonna be breakfast Wednesday morning, so I know what I'll be eating. So now, second item. The passing game coordinator is now the wide receiver coach. This joker couldn't. Oh boy, man, who do we have coaching Michael Penix? Your offensive coordinator. Now, Big Low. Now, Tide is getting ready to go on in a few minutes, and we're going to be looking at the game film. And it's going to reveal something that I had suspected and that I confirmed last night. Everything we do is to the sides. Everything. We moved the ball when we were bloop, dropping a little teardrop right over the line of scrimmage, just matriculating, as Hank Stram said. We going down the field. That's all we need to do. We just need to go down the field. Now, how come your offensive coordinator? Yeah, man, I got mad and got on my PlayStation and played the Carolina. Man, I beat Carolina so doggone bad that the kitty cat ran off the field.
You had to do it yourself, John.
I had to do it. I had to do it myself.
Take it into your own hands.
I had look. I had to do this myself. I had to do it myself, man. I'm sorry. You can't make this stuff up. Okay, and see, that's why I always say. That's why I be always saying. All right, if your coach isn't on the job training, and your quarterback isn't on the job training, like I told y'all last night, blind leading the blind, y'all gonna fall in a hole, both of you. Both of you in a hole, man. And you dragging the rest of the Atlanta fan base. You dragging the rest of the Atlanta fan base into the hole with you. I didn't want to go in the hole.
And that's the issue. That's the issue at the end of the day. Now, John, whenever you came on, Coach Ronnie, she asked you a few minutes ago. She wanted to know where you from.
I'm from Atlanta.
She's from Atlanta, Coach.
Oh, okay.
Pittsburgh.
I was trying to get the quality of the mosquito that he was referring to.
She wanted to know the quality. She wanted to know if it was one of those from Southeast Georgia that'll pick you up and take you off, or if it was one of those, from up here in Atlanta that just land on you.
These mosquitoes. Look in. The mosquitoes where I came from, they robbed you. They robbed you. You don't.
I ain't fooling with you, John.
Hey man. Hey man, look here. Your creator designed these mosquitoes here. You don't even feel the bite until it starts itching.
Man, hey, John, man, I appreciate you coming over, man. You want to let everybody know where they can find you, my friend?
Man, Wednesday night, the eye test, 10 o'clock p.m. Low, if you up, it pay y'all best to come on in because see, the PG shows and the G shows and My Three Sons are gone off and Carabinet show done went off, so all of the kids should be asleep. Come to the eye test and tell it like it ISR.
Hey, look, it's always a great time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And hey, if you get a chance, come on in, man, because hey, we're going to have plenty to talk about.
Oh, I already know. I already know, John.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man.
Coach Ronnie, hey, you guys, I have to echo C-Dub. Man, if I'm traveling out of town, I pull up old shows and listen to them while I'm on the road, and I can barely keep a doggone truck between the lines.
That's cool. Thank you so much, brother.
Man, oh man, YouTube. Look here, I done canceled all my cable and everything of the TV. I subscribe to YouTube, and you guys show. Hey man, thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me on. And Coach Ronnie, you guys keep it up. You're doing an excellent, marvelous, wonderful job.
Man, I appreciate it, John. Thank you so much, my friend.
All right,
brother. Y'all take it easy. Yep. Definitely, man. You got to love John. Shouts out to John. I'll make sure y'all check him out at iTest. We got a couple Superman chats in here before we bring on the next person. Carrie says, not a mosquito on a fat man. Having so much to cover, he doesn't know where to start biting. I'm laughing so hard right now, but I feel you, John. That's a Superman chat. I ain't even knock you, Carrie. Kerry also says, thank you for these laughs, y'all. I need this. Raheem and these Falcons have stressed me out so much since yesterday. I needed these laughs. Look, we gotta do it together, Kerry. IQ says, I'm coming to the A to see the Panthers game. We should definitely get up.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on
No,
one
I'm
second.
sorry.
Oh, no, you good, baby. You good. You know, I'm gonna stop for you. Da, da, da. That's my Superman chair. I was gonna say that's my baby. But go ahead.
No, I responded to him. I was like, yeah, let us know.
Oh, yeah, for
If
sure.
you're coming in for sure.
For
Definitely
sure.
let us
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Let us know, man. Yeah, we look. I do want to let y'all know something too. Shouts out to the Panthers fans. They show love before and after the game. You know, they recognize us from the Panthers Nation podcast show
From the NFC South round
from
table.
the NFC South round table. That's going to be very difficult.
It's gonna be
whenever we get up again. So definitely shouts out. Also, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all know we try to get over 100 likes at least before we finish the show. I don't know where we're at now. I know Clown says we got 81 likes. Rise up. We need to rise up the likes. Will Amy's in here. Will, what in the world, Bo?
What in the world, Bo? Whew. Boy. Hey, how you doing?
Will,
Man,
where you get that hat from, Bo? I might have to get that hat up off you.
I had got it for legs in the mall, the little throwback ones in the
Okay, then.
Overthought Mall, Savannah.
Okay,
Yeah,
clean up, boy. I might have
yeah,
to come
that's a
on you,
new
boy.
one. Yeah, man, but it gonna be short, and simple, man. I seen you went up to the game, man. That was embarrassing. Big Low, man. I had turning around third quarter. It seemed like this team don't be preparing. They take teams lightly, and I think that's what they did. They took this team lightly, and they didn't prepare. They had a whole week to prepare for this team, and I think they got comfortable with the Minnesota win, and they thought that the Carolina was gonna lay down. And I told the historian Ryan, I said, I don't know, man. If AJ Terrell ain't playing, this team might end up loading the box on us, and they end up doing that and force Michael Penix to throw. So that goes with Raheem. I have to hold him accountable because you mean to tell me you couldn't game plan and have a strategy to attack this Carolina team?
I look. I'll tell you like this right here, Will. So we were sitting behind our team's bench, right?
Yeah,
Whenever they ran out, they didn't even acknowledge the fans. Like, you on the away game.
yeah.
You know,
I understand what you're coming
you know what
from.
I'm saying? Most of the time, like, you're on the team. Whenever you're on the team, whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, as soon as you run out, you see those familiar faces, those away fans that
Yeah,
travel with you. Like,
yeah,
you do a little hype up, like, hey, we
yeah,
here, we finna take over the
yeah.
game.
Like
Oh, this
ATL, yeah,
ATL today
yeah,
from
yeah,
1 to 4:30. This ATL. It wasn't none
yeah.
of that. They ran to the sidelines and just sit down.
Yeah, man, Raheem, man, he don't get no pass, bro. And it's like he not even engaging with his players. Like you supposed to encourage your team if they down. Like, hey, man, we like everybody right. I don't see no leaders on the team trying to talk on Michael Penix. It wasn't no leaders. I'm disappointed in the offensive line, like Jake Matthews, Chris Lyncham. None of them didn't came out there and trying to give Michael Penix any courage. That boy was blow. That boy took his helmet off, almost like, oh, y'all might ain't say nothing to me. I'm gonna sit by myself.
Bro. And,
And I,
and that's legit what it was, Will. The offensive line, they sit in their same spot. The wide receiver sit in their same spot, and Michael Penix was down there at the end, and he was sitting down there by himself. The whole time, Kirk Cousins, he was standing there by the coach the whole time to show you how sneaky, low down he is with his helmet on,
mhm.
strapped up, like, hey, I'm ready to go in when
You need me?
whenever
I'm
you
Yeah.
need
ready.
me.
I can go.
Exactly. So
Mm.
yeah, I would have liked to see Raheem Morris at least acknowledge Michael Penix. If he's going through a tough time, like, whenever he comes off 3 and out, it's like, hey man, look, we're gonna get him next time. Just stay focused, keep the
But
course.
But Big Low, this is my last thing, and I'm gonna let somebody else hop on. They already said that They already said Raheem Morris on the hot seat, and they already said that he's not the coach. They saying it's gonna be 5-12 this season. And that's in Vegas. They already bet us not even make it to the playoff this year because how our schedule set. You know what I'm saying? So we not consistent, and we don't. And we always keep relying on field goals instead of going on points. That's that when I seen that they kept relying on field goals, that Minnesota game, that told me like this team is not ready to win games. We are dead last in red zone efficiency in the red zone. So with that being said, Big Low, I think it's time to clean house, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's clean house. It's time. Like your girl, like what your wife said, clean house. Radio Raheem's got to go.
Daggone, not the hey ho ho.
Hey ho, Radio Raheem's has to go. Yeah, man.
Man, love to
Hey
see it,
man,
man.
one
Look,
love.
thank you so much.
I'm gonna see you in our Buffalo game Mondays. If you be there, I'm gonna
Okay.
be in our Buffalo.
Don't come unless you bring him one of those hats.
Oh yeah, I got him. I got him. You ain't got to
Nah,
worry
man,
about it,
don't
big
listen to
bro.
Coach Roder, man.
I like that hat.
Oh
I
yeah,
dress Coach Low. I love that hat. We need it.
that's the Outcast Atlanta hat. I got you, big low. I'm gonna bring you one, man. I'm gonna be at that
Hey,
game
bro, look,
against
we
our bye
appreciate
week.
the love,
He
man.
got a big
All
head,
right.
so make sure it's a big hat.
Nah,
All right.
she said that because she got the big head. She want to wear
Yeah.
it. Well, other than that,
Hey, I'm
give me
3
a
hours
regular
away.
size hat.
I'm 3 hours away from the seaport. All right, big love, man. All right, big love, big
Hey,
love.
look, big love. I'm so glad to see that you're doing better. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that you were sick, last year and everything. So,
Oh,
so
and I
glad
got
to see.
sick 2 years ago. It was
Oh, 2
2023.
years ago.
Yeah, man. Grace of God, man. My church, one of my ministers, she put an anointing on my head, and God, Holy Spirit took over. So,
Hey,
yeah,
look,
without him, without the big God above, I won't even be here. And I
hey, look.
appreciate y'all
You
praying
already
for
know
me.
we were praying for you, Bo.
Oh yeah, one love. I see you out there. Week 6. Week 6. I see
All
you.
right, man. Sounds like a plan, Bo. Y'all take it easy.
All right, big
Yes,
low.
sir.
All right.
Definitely. Look here. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Coach Rona got a big head. She just
See,
wanted to
you
go
see
ahead.
how much that bothers him? Because it's true. Yeah, it's true. Y'all met him. Y'all see that noggin.
Coach Rona got a big. She just want to wear that hat. That's what that is. If y'all think Coach Rona got a big head, put a word in the
Most
chat.
of these people haven't even seen
If y'all,
you.
a lot of them have. Or if you think I have a big head, put it to. Let me
But
spin
they've seen you.
Let me spin my hat around so they can't see
They
how
go,
many
why don't you
notches.
take it off so they can take in that whole head.
So they can't look. I'm gonna spin it around so they can't see how many notches are left.
Anyway, extra large hat, please.
Oh man. Oh yes, man. Yeah, you got a little more Will Amy, man. Got a little more Will Amy. Red and black table talk. Is there anybody who wanna express their feelings? Because now is the time to do it. Because after this, we leaving it alone. So let me put the link in the chat one more time, just in case anybody wanna come in feelings.
That's what you guys are so
Yeah. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings.
I do not think it sounds like that. Okay.
That how it sound?
Okay. Alrighty.
Oh,
He said,
man.
everybody think we're gonna be
5 and 12.
And look, I can see where they got that from just based on how it's starting. We can always turn it around, though. We can always turn it around.
Exactly. Look, everybody's bound for a bad game, right?
Yeah.
And on Sunday, whatever could have went wrong, legitimately went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's one of those situations where we could, we could legit turn it around. Like sometimes you have to go through those types of things for it to be one of those cases where, hey, I need to get right. And maybe this is what Raheem Morris and the rest of the team needed. Carl Johnson says, C-Pope in the building, 9-1 Deuce. You already know what time it is. Let's see here. We got
What's up, y'all? My bad.
What's going on, Bo?
What's up, Bo? What's up, Bo, man? Thanks for having me on, man. Good to finally talk to you, man. Big fan. Love all you should do. Like everybody been saying in the comments.
Thank you so much for coming on and chopping it up with us, Bo.
Man, yeah, for sure. Man, thank you for this because this is so therapeutic. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. After that performance on Sunday, I can only imagine what it was like to be there. I wanted to turn the TV off 3 different times and still didn't. Was like, nah, this ain't real. Let me just watch it to make sure I ain't tripping. But
you talking about something that hurt.
And I already know
I got broke up with.
I already know.
I mean, I was just sitting there like, man, like, do
this
I even
happening
want
right now?
Bro, I told Uncle Steve, I was like, can we wait before we leave? Like, we gotta leave now.
Right, absolutely. I understand completely. I got my see, I grew up in Atlanta. My sister, she moved from here to Charlotte. So my niece and nephew all up there. And they all still Atlanta fans, but they be getting the heat because when we lose, man, they get it from like their family from over there. And they be getting tore up and they're like, come on, Uncle Mark, what's going on? Why Pitts ain't getting the ball? Where's Cool? They kind of pick up on these little things. I'm like, I know it ain't looking good, but just hang in there
Just hang in there.
and I'm telling myself this because I'm like, man, this is not looking good. Like I always told myself when I saw the first 5 games of the season, we were gonna learn a lot about this team through the first, by the time we got to the bye week. And man, this is not looking no good. And it don't look good because everybody was right. Like we should have played in the preseason. We can't even get the call out. We calling timeout, still getting false starts and stuff. I'm like, what is this? What is this,
bro? It's rough, man. It's rough, and unfortunately, it's just like I was saying before you came on. It's one of them situations where we're I feel like it can only go up from here.
Yep.
Right. So we kind of got to look at it like a glass half full situation. So,
we have to.
So tell me, since this is the red and black table talk, tell me how you feeling. Coach Ronan, she'll try to be your therapist. She don't got no license. I'm going to let go.
And I'm only half paying attention.
Hey, I understand. I don't blame you for half paying attention because I feel like I can half feel, the hope that I got in this team because it's slowly dwindling away. And I ain't gonna lie, like the first game they ripped my heart out with Kumis. Second game they built us back up, but we're still like, I don't know, they ain't feel right. We ain't really getting no touchdowns. And then we come out and then 30-0 to 0-2 team that we should be sweeping. Oh, and the way they beat us last year, I was like, just seeing them high five and stuff. I'm like, man, no, this don't sit right with me. I really believe like this next game is really going to depend how this team is going to be because it's a tough opponent. And if we can pull it out, we can flip the script and still be, 2-2. That's salvageable. But going down 1-3, 0-2 against your own division, and then really losing 3 NFC games, that ain't looking good. No type of way. Type of way.
That's tough. You put yourself behind the 8 ball.
Man, what? And honestly, like I love Raheem. I love, the energy behind the team, but at the same time, I can't see them coming back 1-4. I can't see them digging themselves out that hole.
That's tough.
I just can't. And so I really hope, for Raheem, future, because I think he is a good coach as far as like player coach, but running everything, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. And we really should have been playing in the preseason. And it's just it's
tough, bro. It's tough.
It's tough.
I feel like Raheem, he's one of those guys. So it's like, how on football teams, everybody's favorite guy is the assistant head coach.
Yeah.
And that's Raheem. Like the assistant head coach, he's the guy, everybody calls if they have a problem. He has all the inside jokes with everybody. Like that's but he ain't finna run too much now. Like he ain't finna be putting everything together. But that's Raheem. Like Raheem, he'll make you laugh. He'll tell you joke. He'll call you grandma, your sister. To make a blush and everything like that. But then, when it's like, hey, Raheem, you think we should play in the preseason? Nah, man, we good. We got that.
Oh my God. And it's like how you don't learn from your mistakes and how we don't make adjustments on really like certain things. And whether it's homeboy sitting in the box or being on the field, he should have been on the field. Like it's little stuff like that, like especially after what happened in Minnesota, and then we ain't got no touchdowns. Our touchdowns off a little screen that Bijan just made something happen.
He made something out of that,
right? And I'm just like, dog, this is red alert. Like, especially, it's just it's concerning. It's definitely concerning. And like I said, I love him for who he is. But hey, we ain't winning, man, and we ain't got time for that. Like I love how open and expressive he is compared to Arthur Smith was.
Yes,
but at the same time, it do get old, and especially when we start to lose, and it's starting to get old, real quick.
And that's so the thing is like it's kind of like being in a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
And, like whenever, they've done you wrong so many times, like whatever they do, like it just annoys you. Like, they could just come in, they could walk in the room and scratch their head. Like, look at the old big head joker over there scratching their head.
He just looking like this.
Always
What you itch about?
Exactly. Probably ain't washed. That's probably why he itches so much. Yeah. So it's one of those situations where it's like, people talk about Raheem Morris, and we've lost. We're 1-2 now. We lost in a terrible way. And everybody's like, look at him over there just smiling with the Panthers player.
That's true.
Oh,
And that's something he always
we upset at the man for smiling.
Yeah, for real.
So, I mean, it is what it is. So I want to ask you before you go, and I want to ask everybody in the chat, do you trust Raheem Morris? If y'all do trust Raheem Morris, put a 1 in the chat. Situation where you don't, if you feel like Future, we don't trust you, put a 2 in the chat. Do you trust Raheem Morris?
I'm gonna say this. It's in that stage where you just watching this motherfucker. Like, it's like, I want you to fuck up so I can be like, I knew it.
Tell us your feelings, Bo. Tell us your feelings.
I knew it. And that's right where I'm at. It's like, I want to trust you. You're saying all the right things. But right now, oh my gosh, I ain't feeling it. I can't trust you to really lead us to, and let's just say what we really want. We want a deep playoff run. And I'm not feeling that trust through the first 4 games. And especially because everybody was right. We should have played in the preseason. People should have been getting snaps. This stuff should have already been worked out, especially when you got a divisional game and a tough lineup the first 5 weeks. Like, you got to be ready. And I don't see them ready. And it's not good, especially the way the season ended last year. So it's like, I don't know if I could trust you, but I want to. I want to so bad. I want to. But right now, I'm going to put faith in them to turn it around, because I do believe the guys believe in them. But it ain't looking good, Bo. It ain't looking good. I can tell you that. So I got hope. I got faith,
I think
but I don't trust
that perfectly.
Well said.
Yeah. I got
well,
hope.
Look,
faith,
man, I appreciate you for coming on and chopping it up with us, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Love the show, man. I'll be at the Washington game. I don't know if you're gonna be there, but hopefully we can turn this thing around, man. We have to. We have to. All right. I keep an eye out for you, man. Appreciate y'all.
All
love,
right, man. Y'all take it easy, bro. Yes, sir.
All right, you too, brother.
Man, that look, perfect summation. It's like we want to. What did Dr. Dre say? Just be a man about it. I want to love you. I'm going to love you one day, but I just need some time. Well, Amy, Jamil, Gil, they all say we just don't trust them. Shouts out to Dre in here, Dre Murphy. He says, "Man, look, Bo, we don't trust you." IQ just says he loves it.
What does he love?
He loves the fact that we don't trust him because he's a Panthers fan.
Oh, he's a Panthers fan.
Oh man. Cliff Jackson says, 1, nope, a coach is supposed to get you a couple of wins just by making the right call.
Yeah, very true.
Ron says, 2, heck nah. Raheem is a lovable loser. He's everybody's friend, but he hasn't proven to be a good leader.
Who said this?
That's what Ron said.
Dang.
Ron didn't pull no punches.
A lovable loser, everybody's friend, but hasn't proven to be a good leader. Wow.
Cool Bean says, I trust him to be Raheem.
Why does that sound like an insult? Now that was shady.
That was shady. That was shady.
I trust him to be himself.
That's when you know somebody doing. That's when you know somebody doing.
Wow.
I'm Shouts out to brother Derek Hughes. He said he sounded like a used car salesman.
I've heard that.
Daggone. That's All right. Well, look, I put the link in here if anybody else wants to come on, express
you haven't
themselves.
talked about him smiling and giggling with the Panthers players and his general demeanor after the game. Like, I know you said something like it's like being with somebody that gets on your nerves, everything they do. But do you feel like that was okay, or did that anger you at all, Henny?
So, all right. So I'm the type of person, right? Since this is red and black table talk, we're talking about feelings and motivations. I'm the type of person who, whenever I know what type of person you are, I'm not going to get mad about you being who you are. Just like Cool Bean said, I trust you to be Raheem, right? So I know that Raheem is, I know that he's everybody's friend. I don't think he necessarily, I mean, of course, like he didn't have a negative motivation by laughing and joking it up with everybody, right? But I feel like just the way that he looks at it, like, hey, we lost, but I'm still going to be me at the end of the day. And I think the issue that's taken in that regard is everybody wants to see him pissed off and everybody wants to see him mad. That's just not who he is. And the fact of the matter is that we shouldn't want him to be someone he's not.
So we shouldn't want him to be a winning coach that gets us to the playoffs.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that we shouldn't want him to be winning.
Well, that's just something he's not. I was just bringing it up. Maybe we do want him to be a couple of things he's not. And I don't know about you.
I'm talking about personality wise.
I don't know about you, but at work, my personality is a different than an at home personality when I'm at work.
Oh yes, you are definitely different.
So I'm wondering, like, why is it that we're giving him like this? Well, just do it, act the way you want, do whatever you want, because we want you to be you. Well, we all have to make sacrifices and exceptions and adapt at work in a way that brings them, shows us to be professional. Yes. I kind of feel like, we can expect him to make some changes to his personality out there when he's representing the organization, not himself.
I mean, and look, I definitely understand where you're coming from. Like you said, he's the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, right? If he was the assistant linebackers coach, it would be completely different.
Yeah,
he
represents the team out there, and when your team, I know he hasn't been a Falcons fan as long as I've been a Falcons fan.
Who?
Raheem Morris. He hasn't been a fan of the Falcons since the Fulton County Stadium days, as I have been. He hasn't had season tickets in the 90s when I was a little kid, all the way in the 300s. Like, my dad got him because he worked for the city of Atlanta at a discount because wasn't nobody going to the Falcons games back then. I know he hasn't been a fan that long, but what I do know is that he's supposed to be representing me right now. And I don't appreciate the laughing and the giggling. I don't. You can still go out there, greet everybody, speak to everybody. You don't have to act like you're having the best time of your life and you're not worried about nothing. You're out there laughing and giggling, and literally the next day you had to fire a man. What's funny? Fans pay a lot of money to come out there and see y'all and support y'all. Y'all, as you said, they didn't even recognize the fans at all. Nah. Then you go out there and you don't score 1 point. You put on a terrible show, a terrible game. And then all these fans who came out there now have to make the 4-hour drive back to Atlanta, but you out there laughing and giggling. What's funny? And get up the next day and go to work. You had to make the 4-hour drive and come back and do a show. What's hilarious about that? I'm not seeing the comedy in the situation. I don't like that the head coach was able to find comedy in that moment. I mean, I can laugh and giggle with you, and you can laugh and giggle to make yourself feel better. You're not the one that's responsible for what's out there on the field. Raheem Morris is. And what he's putting out there on the field, there's nothing to laugh about.
So I feel like I'm in trouble.
You are in trouble
for Raheem Morris.
You are in trouble because you were one of the people co-signing all that kiki.
How did I co-sign
it? You said, "Oh, we want him to be himself. He should be himself." This is not an after school
I'm not
special.
saying
We do not want him to be himself. This is work.
I'm not
this
saying
is your job. This is representing a team that a lot of people have a lot of emotional stake in,
and I agree.
that a lot of people have a lot of real frustrations with, that we support regardless of how many times they embarrass us and do stupid stuff out there on the field.
You really let one slip?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I don't curse.
Okay.
But it's like, regardless of how much stupidity this team puts us through, we still to this day here 28-3 and let it roll off our back because we're here to support this team. Regardless, we have been through the trials and we're thinking that maybe now we're going to see some positive results, and we're not seeing it. They look awful. They look so bad. You have like 8 or 9 first round. I don't know how many. I feel like I'm exaggerating, but it's probably close. First rounders on that offense alone. On the offense. We don't have a first round pick because of how much we have spent trying to stack this team. And you go out there and you can't put up 1 point. You can't throw a touchdown to one wide receiver or one tight end. Bijan Robinson made those touchdowns happen through sheer will and talent. That had nothing to do with Zach Robinson. Like, that had nothing to do with. So I'm just sitting here like, where's the joke? I'm not laughing. We pay for these season tickets every year. We pay for these away game tickets. We pay for flights. We pay for hotels. You got fresh gear on all the time. We have Falcons branded gear all the time. We support this team even when they make us look stupid.
You're right.
And then you go out there and you get 30 points scored on you against Carolina, who want to be our rivals so bad.
So bad.
You give them this Super Bowl win for their team, and you're giggling and laughing with them immediately thereafter. I don't see the joke, and I really would like to see it because, as you all know, I love to laugh. I was not laughing. I don't understand what's so funny. Somebody put in the chat, what was so funny?
I don't know.
Somebody put in the chat, how much have you spent on this team? How much have you supported this team? Are you laughing with the product they're putting out on the field like Raheem?
Coach Ronnie, everyone. The perks of being married to a coach's wife. Derek Hughes told me to report to the corner.
Oh my God.
We're just passionate about our team, y'all. But what I was saying earlier is that I'm the type of person where it's like, if I know who you are, or in the words of Maya Angelou, if I know who you are, when someone shows you who they are, you believe them.
Somebody said in the comments for your show yesterday, I wish I would have screenshot that comment. Somebody said in the comment that your Maya Angelou sounds like Bane from Batman.
I can see that.
I can too. I thought that was hilarious.
I can definitely see that. Well, it's like, so I'm sitting here like, look, me, myself, I'm not getting mad at Raheem Morris because, well, no, I'm not going to say that because I'm trying to, this is red and black table talk. I'm trying to acknowledge whatever I have negative feelings, even if it's just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like we talked
that
about
legitimately it. Is you're working on
it. Yeah, like we talked about that earlier today. Like, you know, somebody did something. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I do have some level of negative feelings in that situation.
Yeah.
So it's like, it makes me upset. But just, I mean, it's not, it doesn't make me upset like to the point of, it's like I want to take action. It makes me upset to the point of, it's like, look, someone showed me who they are. So I believe them.
But that doesn't change. Okay, you believe who he is. He's showing you who he is. do you like it? That's what we're asking.
No, I don't like it.
Okay, that's the question that we
No,
want to know.
no,
Did
I
you
don't
like
like
what
it.
he did?
No, I don't like it. And so one thing about me and Coach Ronnie, y'all, is like Coach Ronnie, she's the fiery one, right? She's the like she's the whenever I get upset, that's whenever it's done got real. But Coach Ronnie is like she's the one, she's the passionate one. And I'm just like the more laid back one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's true.
there have been times when, you know, I mean, people have done or said things, but about me, it is like, well, look, that's just who they are. I'm not going to sit here and get upset or like make a video responding back to them. It's like, okay, that's who you are. I figured you would do something like that, you know.
I'd be ready to fight.
It is what it is.
I'm from College Park. What they say? Name the city you from? I'm from College Park. I'm ready to fight.
Meanwhile, I'm still here like, look, I mean, shoot, we gotta go to Georgia. We gotta go to the University of Georgia to meet with Kirby Smart next week. Like, why? Why we gotta do all this? You know, so look, it's one of the situations is what it is. J Miles says, just want to remind the chat, I want a Steve Wilkes, Jim Harbaugh. a lot of us want a Bill Belichick, but Blank hired a friend. And that friend hired friends. Daggone. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Goodness gracious. That's
that friend hired friends, huh?
Man.
And that's what we start. First of all, don't nobody want old Bill Belichick. But I definitely know that Coach wanted Harbaugh. You were salivating at the thought of Harbaugh being here.
They 3-0 right now.
Looking good, huh?
Looking
Looking well coached.
Well coached.
Yeah. Skin glistening in the California sun. They're tan.
Bro.
They're relaxed. Whites, pearly, teeth just gleaming.
Bro.
Calves popping in the capris of California. Like,
he don't wear capris.
He might.
He wears khakis.
He might wear capris.
He has to spot shit with Dockers. He wears khakis.
They make shorts.
Okay, Coach. All right. Okay.
But life is good.
Justin Herbert is looking
like a sun-drenched god.
Okay, chill out. Chill out. Y'all know Coach Ronnie and her. She has a crush on Justin. Why? I don't know. Kind of goes back to the whole Rajon Rondo thing. It was so weird. So weird. What's up with Rajon Rondo? So weird.
Okay.
So, but I will tell you, Coach Ronnie, I understand what you're saying, and it makes sense. It's one of those situations where, yeah, like at the end of the day, what's funny? You know, you just got stomped. Why are we going over here, Dad, on national TV?
On national TV, yeah.
You know, I mean, we've been to games and we've seen coaches talk behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, and we know that, like, hey, if Tennessee and Florida are going to get ready to play each other, like, nah, we don't need to be at half field talking and ha and the kikiing it up, right?
True, very true.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you got to read the room.
I mean, but Jamal D is right. He hired a friend who called his friends to get with their friends, and we could be friends. Like it was.
And we can lose every weekend.
Yeah, we can lose every weekend. Like it was. That's so. I don't know. Meanwhile, Harbaugh is actually coaching the team. That's all we asked for.
That's all we asked for.
Somebody come over here and coach the team.
Come over here, coach the team. Make sure everything is well organized. Everybody's prepared.
And people are doing the best they can.
That's it.
Like nobody was expecting a 17-0 season. Nobody was expecting like you to be perfect, but we wanted to know that you were putting in the effort every week and you were doing everything you could to make sure that you were putting a good looking product out there on the field. And hiring the people that can help you put that product out on the field.
Yes.
Not just the people that you know.
Yes. And if you just wanted to steal signs like you did at Michigan, that's cool. I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that too, Coach. We could do that.
Cool with that too.
Yeah. Shouts out to my homeboy Twisted Torch in the chat. I'll make sure y'all check out my homeboy Twisted Torch. I put the link in the chat, Twisted, if you're still in here, if you want to come express your red and black table talk thoughts. Johan Lopez is in here, says Herbert is the sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Yeah, he does look like him.
Yeah, he do, yeah. They try to say that that's your boy Trevor Lawrence.
No.
That's what a lot of people
Trevor
say.
Lawrence is an interesting looking child of God. But no, he does not look like.
Well, y'all Southern women, y'all just.
He does not. No, absolutely not.
Y'all just disrespect people like.
I said he was a child of God. How's that disrespectful?
You might well just say, bless your heart.
He's unique.
Okay, Coach Ronnie.
He is.
Okay. Twisted, girl, you got me twisted over you. What's the world, Bo? What's going on, man?
I'm hurt, Lo.
You hurting?
They disappointed us, man.
Dang, go. Wait a minute. I don't never hear you sound like this now. Wait, what in the world?
30-0 to a team we know. Bryce Young scores a rushing touchdown in the red zone every game he plays us. And you have Caden Ellis spying on him, and he looks like he's guarding the left side. Why isn't Jalen Walker in the game to spy that? But the game is not based on the defense. We know that. The defense didn't fuck up too bad. The offense is the problem.
Wait. The offense, you say?
OC, man. OC, that's terrible, bro. The play
What's on
calling.
the offense, Tori?
I saw what you and your wife said. Yeah, y'all right. The preseason, we did look like we was passing the ball. We was able to
am I
get
wrong?
multiple people open. Yeah. People was able to get to the practice squad because of that.
People
we got 4 players.
Eat the stick,
Then I went through it earlier on my show, bro. I went through some of the plays.
Wrong?
They was wide open. Lo. It was players wide open, bro.
Really?
Kyle
All 22
Pitts
came out already?
Mm-hmm. The first drive, Kyle Pitts wide open. Touchdown. They running cover 2.
See?
But we gotta also think. I think the main issue is with the play calling and us not getting out of the huddle in time, though. Like, you can't expect a rookie. He's still a rookie QB. Honestly, that was his 6th start. To read a field in 5 to 6 seconds. He is not Peyton Manning. He is not Tom. He is none of them in this year. He's not that yet. He needs 15 to 20 seconds to read the field and see. Oh, this is the matchup.
Exactly. So if you get it, because we seen when they normally break the huddle, like around 11 seconds.
11 seconds, bro, and you still motioning into that, so it's like he doesn't even have time to pick.
Me and Coach Ron just talk about that. We were just talking about that. Like you run that motion most of the time. Charlie Warner runs across the line, then runs back.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has to reset. You got 2 seconds on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do with that?
He already got his matchup.
If I'm on defensive line, I'm timing it up. What'd you say?
I was just gonna say he already got his matchup who he throwing to, and both of those times he went to Drake. He went to Drake. He was going straight to Drake on that one. On a stop route. I am so tired of watching stop. We gotta be more better than that, bro. We ain't got no crossing routes. You don't run crossing routes.
Stop routes and flats. That's all you get. That's all you get. You ever had that barbershop in the hood whenever you were growing up? You'd be like, hey man, let me get that temp fade. And I want a 2 in the back. You're like, look, you finna get an even season, young man. like what? Like, nah. I just want a ball fade,
They got the charts up, but don't do none of the chart. It be 30 cuts. They only can do the first 10.
Exactly. They got it. They got Ludacris up there. They got Nelly up there. They got all those. I'm like, let me get that number 9. Like, you finna get an even season, young man. That's
Even
all
Steven,
you
all
get.
around. All around. Ball fade. Check it out.
They
Hey,
already know it. You want
how
to let
you
them know
how
where they
you
can find you at, Toy?
oh, Twisted Torch TV, man. Appreciate it
What you
always.
say?
I was gonna ask you, Twisted Torch TV. You already know
Yep.
that. I was gonna ask you how you feel
Yes, sir.
about
Yes, sir.
how you feel about 3rd and 1. Tyler Algiers in the game. We know it's a run play. The clock goes out. You call timeout. You still don't know the play. You huddle again and get a delay a game after a timeout.
A delayed game after a timeout.
Bro, this is terrible.
A delayed game after a timeout. Bo, what you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that, Bo?
Sabotage.
Ain't nothing, ain't bro. Peyton Manning can't win with that. Peyton Manning can't win with that. Look, it's like I was telling Coach Ron earlier today. Torch, it's like I was telling Coach Ron earlier today. Like, look, Michael Penix, he legitimately gonna have to say, like, look, if you don't get this play in by 16 seconds, I'm just gonna go with what I got.
I'm okay with that. Because what does he call?
Yeah, I'm
what's so
good with that.
spectacular? We ain't get nothing.
Bro, if you don't call the play by 16 seconds, I'm just going with what I got. I gotta protect myself.
Yeah. Because he did look bad. He did look bad because of that. Yeah. I agree. Because I'm gonna be here.
Look,
Will you be here? I don't know. I'm gonna be here.
Exactly. I won't be here.
In 5
I won't
weeks?
be here. I just bought a house.
Trying to tell you. Hey, Zach, count your days, brother. You better get right. Because I only got what we got. The Bucks game of last year. That's the only game he looked where it's like, okay, he was calling some stuff, but what game besides that one?
Yeah, I remember that Bucks game. That New Orleans game, the first New Orleans game.
Oh yeah, when Koo missed 3 field goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last Panther game pretty good. We put up 37.
Yeah, last Panthers game we did. Yeah. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. But I appreciate you coming on with me, Torch, man. It's been a minute since I had a chance to chop it up with you, Bo.
Always, brother. Anytime you can call me, man. I got you. Y'all be safe.
You already know it, man. I'm gonna hit you up. All right.
I bet.
All right, Bo. Old Twisted Torch, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out my boy Twisted Torch TV, making great content over there. Look, Twisted Torch, even he's struggling with the energy. Most energetic Atlanta Falcons fan out here, he's struggling with the energy. I'm gonna tell you somebody who has been struggling with the energy as well. Because whenever they painted the house, they missed the spot. Jack Spade's in here. Jack, what in the world, Bo?
What in the world, bro?
Man, we
What
trying to
in
make
the
it,
world?
man. It's the Red and Black Table Talk. Everybody's talking about it. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. What's going on, Jack?
Man,
Well, you said Coach Ron is such a hater. Don't listen to Coach Ron.
I don't know,
Don't
man.
listen to Coach Ron.
Falcons lost 30-0. We got all these problems within the organization. I just lost my fantasy to T-Will. I was up 50 points on T-Will. He made a last-minute change and put the running backs in, Gibbs and Montgomery. They went stupid. Then I just lost. Then I just lost $1,100 parlay, man. Thanks to damn Lamar Jackson going crazy on that last drive. Took the under, man. But man, rough 2 days, Bo. Rough 2 days. But otherwise than that, man, everything's good over here with one time. But yeah, disappointed with the Atlanta Falcons, and I can see it from the chat and from some of the special guests that everybody's kind of upset. Social media's kind of erupted, and it's a lot going on. But a lot of disappointment within the organization, within the fan base, and you got a 2-1 Commanders team coming to the house, and then you probably gonna have an undefeated Bills team coming to the house. So,
well, let me ask you this, Jack. At this point, let me ask you, at this point, do you trust Raheem Morris and do you trust Jack Robinson?
Man, look, You got me on live, man.
I mean, look, yeah, I mean, just answer it as political as possible.
Man,
We're public figures.
you know me behind the scenes, man. So I it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Versus like the fan that doesn't know, you know, certain people on the team and so forth. Like I rock with Rob for different reasons. But then again, what we can see right here from what's transpired the past couple weeks, even since training camp and the kicking competition battle and not playing your starters and certain decisions that were made, people are questioning his coaching decisions and ability all that other stuff. For me, it's tough, man. It's early in the season. It's week 3. I really want to see this team get back on track. But right now, I would say I'm disappointed with both of them, actually.
Now,
And then there's a couple
what are you
more.
disappointed about?
Well, I think I think we fed in as fans. I think we fed in too much of the players coach. You know what I'm saying? He's a players coach type of guy. The players, they like to rock with him. They react to him. You know what I'm saying? He's been in been in different environments where people, they love Rob, but bro, we're coming through 7 seasons of having a drought here. We need to get back on track, man. And seeing some of the things I've seen so far since training camp, even the kicking competition battle, kind of has me a little upset. It's week 4 we're going into. We're still bringing in more kickers. The firing of Ike Hilliard doesn't. I don't understand it.
I mean,
But
what? So we talked about this a little bit earlier, Jack. Why do you feel like they fired Ike Hilliard?
I mean, I don't want to use just use the scapegoat. Remember this? I think what T. Will said earlier, Braves wasn't hitting good, so they fired the third base coach. It's like it doesn't make sense to let go of Ike Hilliard. But then again, you kind of protect Zach. And shout out to my boy A1, man. I think he kind of, said it earlier when we was talking. And I think Raheem wants, people to believe in his coaching tree. We talked about Sean McVay and Shanahan and all that stuff. That's what they did. Bringing in Jimmy Lake, 1-year coach last year, all that other stuff, and Zach Robinson now, with this situation now, we're looking for a change at OC in week 4. And you can see from the fans, it's kind of playing off on the quarterback too. People getting upset with Penix now. And Penix is going into his 6th game. But there's a lot of things that fans can point out right now would have them disappointed. And of course, some of the decision making last year, going back to the timeouts. Remember the timeouts? We let's not go back to that with that Washington game and all that other stuff. But
man,
it's very disappointing to see that. I think he's here for a 4 or 5 year deal. If you continue on this route, you won't even make it to week 10. So it's very disappointing to see what has transpired with this Falcon team. Because on paper, we're really good. On the field, I figured, hey, this team's going to be at least 3-0 going into this game, or, we can go ahead and, beat up on the Panthers. But to see a 30-0, deficit like that, and then to walk over and like the smiling with the other players and the kikiing and the haha,
man,
bro, if it was me, bro, they would have been like, where's Jack Spade? Huh?
Did you hear Coach Roney give her soapbox fiery speech on that?
I didn't. What she say though? What's up, Coach Roney?
Hey.
Look here. You just got to go back and listen to it. Coach Roney.
I will.
Coach Roney had me ready to walk, she had me ready to run through a wall. And I was confident to do it because I knew that you would come by and fix it later.
Bro, if that was me, they would have been like, where did Jack Spade go? Like, I literally just walked off. I shook the coach's hand. I walked off and went to the locker room. I ain't got time to say hi to no players. I don't care about my former players. That ain't it. That ain't it. But then again, you see what's going on. People was pinpointing out, the decision making from Penix and the plays that's being called and getting to the huddle late. And then, the 3rd and 1 that Twisted just mentioned, you call timeout, you get back to the huddle, then you got to take a delay of game. It's like things were off. We beat the Vikings on 3 levels last week: offense, defense, and special teams. And you come out against the Panthers and you lose on all 3 levels: offense, defense, and special teams. And it's disappointing because we have a tough schedule ahead. There's no cakewalk. I love Carrie. Carrie's my girl, one time for the fan. But there are some trap games going ahead where it's like it's tough, man. It is tough, bro. Like even the Patriot game is going to be tough coming up. Like there's some teams we got to look for and say, damn, how good does this Falcon team match
I
up?
mean, we thought the
Not
Colts were
with the
going to be an easy
players.
run.
I mean, yeah, but not even with oh my God, the Colts in Germany. Oh my God. But not just the players.
Yeah, we
But the
thought that was going to
coaches
be
are
easy.
making it right. But the coaches are making it harder on the fans. Like we're looking at Jesse Bates and Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman and Bijan Robinson and Drake London and Kyle Pitts and man, we're stacked. But then you look at the coaching staff and it's like, bro, the decision making is hurting us right now, right? But
Hurting
just to
us,
see
bro.
some of the, huh?
Yeah, I said it's hurting us, man.
Right,
It's hurting us.
right. I'm just disappointed. I'm very disappointed. But then again, I don't give up on my team, and I rock with the 53 to the
Of
end.
course not.
And if they need me to come out there and play, be the next kicker, I can do it. I got my cleats in the car. If they need me to go out there and run some routes with the wide receivers, I'll do it. If they need me to go out there and help what's that guy's name? DJ Williams, the quarterback coach. They need me to go out there and help him. I help him out too. But just some of the decision makers I'm seeing over the past couple of weeks, even from preseason up to now, even from OTAs up to now, people are kind of they're looking at it and they're like, this team wasn't built like they say they were. There was a lot of internal issues going on, and the internal issues are starting to come forward. They're starting to show fans that hey, this team that's going through this trials and tribulations is looking pretty tough right now. It's looking rough, knowing that you got the Commanders coming to the house, fans putting back their tickets online, and you already know what's going to happen that Monday night game for the Bills game. It's going to be Bills Mafia all through there.
Bro, Bills Mafia going to be deep.
They're going to beat the Saints next week. I mean, it's going to feel good. They're going to beat the Saints, but can we beat the Commanders? It's crazy because it's probably my last take before I don't know if you're going to end the show or not. But I was talking to somebody at the clubhouse the other day when I was playing golf, and he's a big time Falcon fan, and I was telling him on Saturday, hey man, we're going to beat the Panthers on Sunday, and he looked at me and he said, the Falcons is the only team in the NFL where I can say you better win that game, or we hope to win that game on Sunday, versus other teams like the Eagles and like the Chiefs and certain other teams. They can say, oh, we know we're going to win. Like we know it's going to be a cakewalk playing that team. But for us, we got to hope and pray that the team wins. But to go out there in Carolina and lay an eggshell is very disappointing. I expected much better from the team.
Man, it's tough,
and that performance was disappointing. Very disappointing.
It was, man.
And the Panthers are.
Hey, Jack, you want to let everybody know what they can find you at, man?
Oh, man. One time for the fan, man. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. We're on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Sunday nights at 8. Wednesday nights at 8. Friday mornings, breakfast with One Time for the Fan, 9:30. But at the end of the day, man, we are diehard Falcon fans over here with the podcast. Me, T. Will, Miss Carrie. Big shout out to Bodie too as well. But we just want to win, man. That's all we want to do is win, country. I don't know. That's all we want to do is win. But hey, man, go Dogs this Saturday. Go Dogs.
I hear you, Bo. I'll take it easy, man.
Always.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Jack. Say One Time for the Fan. Y'all make sure that y'all check them out. Yeah, man. Like y'all done heard me. Y'all heard me make the reference multiple times. If you ever watch Menace to Society, whenever Kane's granddaddy, he asked him at the beginning of the movie, do you want to live or do you want to die out here, doing all this crazy stuff in the streets? And Kane done did all this crazy stuff, and somebody done caught him lacking. Last scene, Kane's heart is beating, and he said, my granddaddy asked me if I want to live or if I want to die. Last thing Kane said was, I want to live. I want to win. At the end of the day, guys,
So dramatic.
I want to win. That's all I want to do. I just want to win. If the coach laughs and smiles and talks or whatever, I just want to win. You have kicker trials from now till the cows come home. I want to win. I want to be in a situation where the quarterback gets benched because we so far ahead. I want to win. That's all I want. That's all I want. Clowns in here, appreciate you for keeping up with the likes, Clowns. He says 110 likes. We did it, family. Hey, I definitely greatly appreciate that, folks. Appreciate y'all for hitting that like button for us tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the Red and Black Table Talk. We want to, Coach Ronnie, could you highlight the top chatters for us tonight?
Okay. Let me just exit out this game. Go back to the show. I'm here. Got it. Okay.
Owner G.
So right. Number 1, Sose 252. D. Craig, John Harris 2205, Jamal D 6636, Iron Mike 404, Clowns 1940, Padre 0920, Kerry Lennox, Jared J9, and at number 10, Dog Pound Flavors.
Appreciate each and every one of y'all that participated tonight in the Red and Black Table Talk. Also, shouts out to all the super chatters. We got Padre, IQ, the Eye Test, Eternal, Iron Mike, said ATL, Dog Pound, Craig, Jared J, J Mall, Kerry, Coach Willie Dopp. I don't think I read your Superman chat, Coach Willie. I definitely apologize, Coach Willie Dopp. He says tied for the therapy session tonight. Thanks. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, Coach. Shouts out to everybody who came in, commented, participated in tonight's show. We definitely and greatly appreciate it. At the end of the day, look at here, y'all. We all we got. We got to make sure that we continue to bring the energy to the bins. We got to make sure we continue to bring the positivity to the team because, just like Jack said, whether it's at the clubhouse, it's at the barbershop, it's in the grocery store, somebody, can you believe somebody seen, this was before the Panthers game, somebody seen me wearing an Atlanta Falcons shirt in Publix the other day, and he kind of snickered to himself. And before I could catch myself, I said, "What you laughing about, Bo?" He's like, "Man, yeah, I see your little shirt there." I like, first of all, it's not little, it's 3X.
I'm a big man.
I need a
big shirt.
Bad man. I like, don't be calling my shirt little, But look, we got to continue to bring that positivity, y'all. So, look, we're going to enjoy the rest of this season. We got 14 games left. And, here's to hopefully turning it around. I know that a lot of people in the chat earlier, they said they don't trust Raheem. And, hopefully he gets a rush out of earning our trust back.
Okay.
Hopefully he gets a rush out of earning our trust back at the end of the day.
We all want to laugh and giggle like he did after a shutout loss.
Look, I want to go to I've never won. Our team's never won whenever I went to an away game.
We've never seen a win? Is that true?
Never seen a win.
No way. Definitely wasn't no win in London. That was the furthest away we went for a loss. Dang, that sucks. It would be nice, huh?
It would be nice to
just one time.
Just one time. I just want to win. That's right, Derek. On to the Commanders. Look at here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming on, chopping it up with us. I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything we would do. And y'all already know what time it is, man. Rise up, 8 times down.
Bye.
What in the world, Bo?